Debt never disappears, not because people don't work hard, not because governments are careless, and not because borrowers are irresponsible. Debt never disappears because the modern financial system was built so that it cannot disappear. From the moment you are born, you enter a world already shaped by debt. Roads exist because of debt. Hospitals exist because of debt. Governments function because of debt. Debt is not an accident, it is infrastructure. Every country owes money. Every government rolls debt forward. Every generation inherits obligations created long before they existed. And year after year, the total number keeps growing. This is not a failure of discipline, it is a feature of design. Most people imagine debt as a temporary problem. You borrow, you repay, and eventually the story ends. That logic works between individuals. It works between friends. It works in small, closed systems. But modern money does not operate inside a closed system. Modern money is created differently than people are taught. When most people think of money creation, they imagine printing presses. They imagine governments issuing currency. They imagine physical cash entering circulation. But this is not how the majority of money is created. The majority of money is created by banks. And banks do not lend money they already have. They create it. When a bank approves a loan, no vault is opened, no pile of savings is moved, no existing money changes hands. Instead, numbers are typed into a system. A deposit appears. A loan is recorded. New money enters the economy at the exact moment someone agrees to owe it back. Money is born as debt. This is the foundation of the system. Before the loan, the money does not exist. After the loan, it exists only because the debt exists. If the debt disappears, the money disappears with it. This is why debt can never fully be repaid across the system. Because repaying debt destroys money, and the system cannot function if money disappears faster than it is created. Now comes the part that most people are never shown. When a bank creates a loan, it creates the principal amount. It does not create the interest. If $100 are loaned into existence, only $100 exist, but 110 are owed back. That extra $10 does not exist anywhere in the system. It was never created. The only way to obtain it is if someone else borrows it into existence, which means new debt must be created to pay old debt. This is not optional, it is mathematical. If borrowing slows down, interest cannot be paid. If interest cannot be paid, defaults begin. If defaults spread, banks fail. So borrowing must continue. Debt is not a temporary state, it is permanent fuel. Growth is not encouraged, it is required. The system must expand continuously just to remain stable. This is why economic growth is treated as survival. This is why recessions are feared. This is why stagnation is catastrophic. A system built on debt cannot tolerate stillness. It must move forward or collapse. Governments exist inside this structure. Despite popular belief, governments do not freely create money for spending. They borrow it. They issue bonds. They promise future repayment. They attach interest. Taxes are not primarily collected to eliminate debt. They are collected to service it. Interest is paid. Principal is rolled forward. Old debt is replaced with new debt, usually larger than before. This is why national debt never reaches zero. It cannot. If a government attempted to pay off all outstanding debt, money would vanish from the economy. Spending would collapse, employment would collapse, markets would collapse. Debt must remain unpaid for the system to continue functioning. This is not corruption, it is structure. Banks profit from interest. Interest flows upward, from workers to lenders, from taxpayers to institutions, from governments to central banks. No coercion is required. No secret meetings are needed. The system performs this transfer automatically, silently, legally, over time. This is why wealth concentrates. This is why inequality widens. Those closest to money creation benefit first. New money enters through loans. Banks, corporations, and asset holders receive it early. Prices have not adjusted yet. By the time the money reaches workers and consumers, prices have risen, purchasing power has fallen. This is how inflation works. It is not random, it is directional. Debt is not a moral issue. It is not about discipline. It is not about intelligence. It is not about personal failure. It is mechanical. The system requires borrowers. It requires leverage. It requires continuous obligation. A world without debt would be a world where this system cannot exist. That is why debt never disappears. Not because no one is trying, but because it was never designed to. Once you understand this, blame stops making sense. You stop blaming individuals. You stop blaming governments alone. You stop believing simple answers. You begin seeing the system itself. A machine powered by obligation. A machine that converts future labor into present money. A machine that cannot stop without destroying it.